I legit forgot. Man, I don't know if I ever get back in Beyblade. Maybe they bring back the MFB system. That's the only way I'm gonna come back at this point. X is alright, but then the X is alright, but I don't have a like. There's no reason for me to go to do X anymore, especially with these crazy ass prices. I don't feel justified spending that much. Bro. Alright. Let's go. Let's start talking to the screen again. To absolutely nobody. Damn, see, this is why I gotta start doing it on the laptop now, cause my fucking PC does not have the port for the soundboard to work. That's tough. That's how you know I need to upgrade my shit. Yeah, well, fuck. Okay, never mind. I guess I ain't sending it. All right, if I can, I'm just tagging to the screen again. I'm not about to get cussed off for sending some shit over. Well, oh, it's not over and over again, but I'm not about to get cussed out for promoting. And it just ends up in this like, bro, you're doing it too much. But it's like, it's only the second promotion I did. It ain't like I did 5 in a row. What the fuck? Anyway. Beat the champ, nigga. But before I do that, hold up, because I kind of need to grab this piece of what the hell is on my screen real quick for a future video that I got going on. I'm confused. I'm confused on why shit like this still show up on YouTube, and yeah, YouTube still be on that bullshit. Like, I just don't understand that. Yes, we're gonna use AI to make sure that our children is safe. Meanwhile, K-pop demon hunters just all in my shit. Well, you know what? For proof purposes. Uh, Alright. Look at this shit. Well, don't mind this. I had to capture that. Look at this. The fuck is this? YouTube. What the fuck are we doing? Why you got this freaky shit on my screen? First of all, how you even let this freaky shit show up on anybody's screen? What's going on here? I got some questions, and those questions need to be answered. That's some freak ass shit, bro. All right, let me get to it. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch both of them because I missed. Cause I missed two. Well, I missed more than two actually, but wait, today is Tuesday, right? What the fuck? Wait, if today is Tuesday, you know what? Yeah, bro. If it's Tuesday, they usually drop these on Tuesday. Maybe it's too early. Cause they usually drop every Tuesday, and it hasn't really updated yet, so I don't know what's going on. But you know what I'm gonna do? Just watch the ones I didn't watch. Cause I did watch some of these on my own time. Yeah, I'll start with the most recent one because
How you doing,
why
Edmund?
not?
Interested in sparring with me?
Interested in sparring with me? Oh, I am cold. Wait, yeah, I started.
Welcome to the Town Edge Bowling Center in West Seneca, New
guess my
York,
shit's just
where
ass.
our returning champ Mike Zarcone has a chance to sweep the month here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. And that's
Mike
what's on the line
Zarcone.
today. Here's your lineup of bowlers. Somebody is going to try to end that streak of Mike Zarcone. Will it be Derek Geschwender,
Damn.
Swiler, or Andy Oshel?
How many
We
times
will
has he
find out.
won?
Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Beck with Buffalo Bowling Hall of Famer Sue Navoisky. Well, we always enjoy coming here because this place just has a great feel. But with the league bowlers bowling here today, I think it's a little bit of feel times 100.
Speaking of bowling, I went bowling yesterday. First of all, and annoying events just started happening. So I went bowling. Of course, the bowling alley that I usually go to was damn near filled. I don't know what the fuck else they got going on in there. Besides a whole team battling that shit out. Oh my god, why was that so hard to say? I get in there. I get in there. Game the amount is $8 an hour. I paid 16, so 2 hours. I told bro, I want to put this towards the points. He was like, "Oh, okay." And nigga does not do and nigga does not do anything to start putting it towards the points. And I'm like, this nigga gotta be new still. He has to be. There's no way. So I go to my damn lane, start bowling. I start off with my Equinox solid. As soon as I start throwing that motherfucker, that shit was acting like there was no oil on the fucking lane. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I threw it a good couple times, and I'm like, all right, you know what, fuck, I'll go somewhere else. I went to the regular Equinox, because that one can reach much more farther. Or actually, you know what, I ain't even start with it. I ain't even go with that boy. I was after the fact. I went for my exhale, my pin down exhale. Because that ball basically moves like a fucking urethane ball if enough volume is there. Threw that motherfucker, same result. Acted like there was no oil on the lane. Then I get to the Equinox. Threw it, did no oil on the lane. Same shit. And eventually, it just came down to the fact that a motherfucker just gave me a bone lane. A lane with nothing but bone. I'm like, dog, ain't no way. And that shit had me so upset because I had my damn arsenal set up perfectly. It was as perfect as it can be. I had it set up as good as possible, and I was prepared for it. And I got given a lane, they ain't got jack shit on it. So I basically had to sit there and play like I was so I basically had to sit there and play as if I was brand new to bowling without a single expensive ball in my hand. Like, I was basically throwing my damn plastic ball like I went there with my family. Like, that shit had me so irritated. I was like, dog, I can't believe this shit. for $16 an hour. Well, not for $16 an hour. What the fuck? For $16, I got fumbled into going into a lane of nothing. I'm looking at everybody else balling around me. I'm looking at this shit like, hey man, damn, it must be nice being able to have your ball hooked the way they supposed to. Cause mine ain't doing jack shit, nigga. I can't do nothing. I'm like, and it was so bad, bro. This is how you know the lanes are boned. This is how you know a lane is so boned that it's just that bone can't even describe how boned this shit is. I throw my plastic ball and that shit is hooking a little bit past mid lane, and it's like, yep, it is GG's in the chat. This lane ain't got no oil on it, and everybody else's does. So I got stuck on the lane. They ain't got jack shit on it, and I ain't feel like and I didn't want to go up there and be on some evil shit, because I was gonna be like, can I possibly get my money back? Because there's no oil on these lanes at all. But I ain't trying to get cooked for doing that shit, because it's 2026 and it's like, damn man, can't have shit. You can't have shit in Detroit, not even oiled up lanes, because apparently that's not good enough for a Monday opening. Like, that's crazy.
That's right, and the crowd's been
that shit
great,
hurt my soul.
but there's a little bit more than league bowlers, because it's our pro shop guy today that happens to be part of the show, and all of his customers, I think, are out here in the crowd, so it's going to be loud.
It might be a requirement of getting a new bowling ball. You had to come out and hang out and come on in here, Mike Zarcone, and watch and see if one of those guys can knock you off. This is a great place. You've been bowling here for years.
I had to tell this nigga, hey, if I beat you, if I take your spot, you have to give me a free bowling ball or whatever I want. You have to give me a free bowling ball of whatever I want. Whichever one you have that I want, you gotta give it to me. If I beat you, I gotta do that. Look, charity, just charity.
Know that the atmosphere, we can already feel it. Does that ever impact your bowling game?
Not at all. It's fun. I mean, when you get a lot of people and cheering, and it's awesome. Makes it fun.
You have the ability to kind of block all that out?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
All right, see, he's nice and cool. He's calm. He is the coolest customer of all. He is living on the town edge of greatness. We'll find out if he can make it 4 in a row. We'll get started with Weiler versus Geschwender. It is next. It's Storm Beat the Champ, presented by Bowler Smart.
Bowler Smart.
We got that reggaeton today.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
You're watching Storm Beat the Champ, presented by Bowler Smart on and Family Fun. Log on to
I gotta skip through these, I ain't gonna
GoBowlingNewYork.com to
lie.
find a center near you. Well, can you tell they are ready and fired up here at the Town Edge Bowling Center for Chris Weiler versus Derek Geschwender. These guys qualified through the league bowling part of our Beat the Champ qualifying. These are all league bowlers here at the Town Edge Bowling Center, which meant they were the only ones eligible to compete to make this show.
Damn, almost.
Well, Derek got some pins to fall there late and leaves himself a much easier spare. Second appearance for Derek Geschwender on our show. We saw him a year ago or so when we were at the Town Edge Bowling Center in Season 1.
Out of all our shows, though, we probably cumulatively have the most experience in this show, which we don't always see on the house shows, but these bowlers here
PBA? He's in a
pretty
PBA. Let me
experienced,
stop.
well-known bowlers.
Yeah, and both Chris and Derek have been on our show before. As a matter of fact, this is Chris's third appearance. But the last year, they didn't qualify for the league bowling part of Town Edge. They actually qualified for the regular competition, but partly because they're so familiar here. And there's Chris Weiler off to a good start. Oh, man, listen to the crowd. Today's scoring and stats is powered by Brazen Brewery and Tap Room. Are they cheering on Chris, or are they like are they like heckling Chris? I can't decide there yet.
That's a good question. It could be a little bit of both.
I'm glad you didn't know the answer to it either.
We see Charlie and Pete in the front row, and they could be heckling.
Oh yeah, those crazy Smozinski brothers.
Yeah.
So Chris Weiler has 1 win versus 2 losses in his previous appearances. I mentioned this is his 3rd show. Last time we saw him was in Season 1 at Transit Lanes.
Again, this is the touchy lane. You get this ball right on the left lane, and it's not recovering.
Yeah, 52 years old from Cheektowaga, New York, and he has the built-in advantage of being the pro shop owner here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. Which means if there was ever someone who struggles and decided he wanted to blow up the left lanes, it would be Chris that would have the ability to do it, because he's got the key to get in the place.
He does.
After hours. All right, so after a strike, we get an open in the 2nd for Chris Weiler, and Derek, 34 years old from West Seneca, New York, comes back with a big hard hook at the end.
Yeah,
there.
he's got a big bender. He's covers a lot of boards. He's not one to go really straight up, and that can be troublesome on when you're crossing patterns like this. When you're crossing dry boards and wet, it's not a real consistent read for
Needs to be
him.
more farther
So he's going to have to
right.
get pretty deep to bend it like that. Great
and
spare.
a good spare pickup. So Derek is from West Seneca, New York. Chris is from Cheektowaga, New York.
And they live across the street from each other?
And they might live across the street from where we are here, because thus the Town Edge sits right between Buffalo, Cheektowaga, and West Seneca, all right here. So
Yep.
they literally could live across the street from each other and live in 3 different towns. That it could be that way. So. And that's a good 3rd frame strike
Yep,
for
good
Derek
recovery.
Geschwender.
Throw that stick.
16 career 300 games for him with a high 857
All right, 'cause
series.
he missed the
41
pin.
career 300s for Chris Weiler with an 831 high series.
Yeah, the left lane has been the challenge, figuring that out. And it won't be the same for a left-hander. It's been the right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gassed for the PBA shit to come back, because I really want to react to that shit. Look, my ass has been waiting for these niggas to come back and do some more of the PBA games, because I really want to see who's gonna be, like who's gonna make cut. Well, not who's gonna make cut, but who's gonna make television so I can watch them. I want to see it so bad. There's so many new niggas showing up, and it's like, dude, I really want to see how crazy this is gonna get. I want to see it, because it is genuinely amazing to see. I ain't gonna hold. I know, man. Last year was pretty hype. I ain't gonna lie, especially when it came down to Gary. That nigga. When I say every motherfucker was rooting for him, even damn, I forgot the nigga name. Just like that. Even what's his face? The dude he was bowling against. Everybody was rooting for this nigga to win. He actually managed to win by so much luck. That shit was so intense. He had to get a kiss from the wifey to get that shit going. Like, hey.
Handers that have had the trouble on the left lane, so we can see if that proves to be a problem for Chris in this match.
Might be an
Simonson.
edge for Derek.
He was bowling against Simonson.
Nice strike for Chris Weiler. So here's what the bowlers are dealing with. This is not a house shot. It is far from that. It is a challenging medium scoring shot, and as we've seen over the last 3 weeks, it has really challenged our bowlers.
Right, and this is how the conditions started out. It started out as what might look like a tapered shot, but it's really quite a flat pattern at 3.68 to 1. And a distance of 43 feet. So compared to a house shot of 15 to 1 ratio, you can see you have a lot less disparity. The oil is pretty close to each other from the outside to the inside. So that tends to...
Oops, sorry to barge in like this. Isn't it so annoying when an ad like this interrupts your fun? What if I told you you could stop seeing ads on your favorite sites?
YouTube. Can we stop with the fuck ass ads of bullshit?
Let me tell you about...
I thought y'all got rid of ad blockers. Why am I getting an ad for an ad blocker? That's definitely, man. Oh my god, y'all niggas are weird.
you know, be broken down by how they're bowling, which I say that was how it started. That's not what we're bowling on right now.
Yeah, in general, our scores have been a little bit down here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. You know, we did have we did have 265 a couple weeks ago, but in general, you know, Mike Zarcone coming in here having won with a 210 last week, so they have been more in that low 200s, and that is directly because of the challenge of the shot.
Right. And not only that, to add to it, is the lanes have broken down different. Because the characteristic of the lane is always going to come through. So if there's
Oh my
tendencies to
God,
a lane,
nigga, that-
regardless of stripping and oil them, those tendencies will end up coming through. And
Shit
last
said
year the
we.
left lane played different when we were here last, and this year the left lane plays different. So it is just a characteristic of the house.
So 2 strikes and 2 opens for Chris Weiler through 4 frames. Derek Geschwinder spared 1 and 2, struck on 3, and we'll have to try to spare 4.
Yeah, that's going to work on the house shot, but it isn't going to work on this. That is throwing it right out the. That's out the window. That ball's not going to come back.
Out the window?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I might do TFT, but I would have to start up a whole new stream. I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I don't mind doing it, but the thing is, I do have a video to edit, so I don't think I want to waste too much time doing a stream. Because all I'm really going to be doing is breach tracking over and over again, just farming blue dyed crystallized semen. Like, that's really all I'm going to be doing. So. Still thinking about it.
Well, good little run for Derek, but that's an open with 8 pins for him in the 4th. So, you know, I think, you know, maybe again with, not that these guys aren't accomplished bowlers, but because they're the league bowlers,
Right.
maybe they don't bowl quite as much other places.
Oh.
We'll have to see whether the challenge of the oil pattern messes with these guys a little more.
and there's a conception in their heads of what the lane looks like, and even though they know it's different, they're used to playing this a certain way.
Now, how often, because both of these guys are regulars in the leagues here, how often do they face this kind of oil pattern?
Never.
Never.
No.
It's always a house shot then.
No, I mean they did qualify on it. Well, I take that back. They qualified on a house shot.
Okay.
So that's another nuance that. But they did come back for a qualifier. So once you qualified inside of your leagues, you did have to come back for a qualifier. So they did bowl on this to make the show.
Oh, the 10-pin wobbles and won't go down for Chris. You can
Tragic.
see that's the walk of anger away from the lanes.
Well, if I remember, he had a little success at Transit, but his showing here was definitely a disappointment to him, and so I'm sure he
really
wants to come
struggled
back.
last year, yeah.
Yeah,
Which hurt because this is his place. He's the
Yeah,
guy here.
yeah.
You know, he's the guy that will tell you what ball you need and how to use it and all that. And I'm sure it hurts a little bit that when he went out there and to prove to everybody that he knows what he's doing, it didn't go well. And it has nothing to do with whether he does or he doesn't. We know Chris is a smart bowler. Yeah. 5th frame spare for Chris Weiler. Bowled at Bishop Timon High School here in the Buffalo area. Erie Community College in college. Has won some local Buffalo Bowlers Tour titles.
Man, I really am hoping
Alright,
to
he changed
see
thumb, so he's
this
gotta-
next PBA
using
lineup,
a
man. I
different ball
want to see
here,
it
this
so
lane.
bad. I've been so hyped to hear. Well, I've been so hyped to see them niggas come back. Ooh,
There's that tap of the 10. We'll take our first time out. It is Beat the Champ here at the Town Edge Bowling Center in West Seneca, New York. Back in a moment.
hey yo, the Transformer. Let me stop. I'm getting that ball though. I'm for sure getting that ball. I'm like, did my audio just down? I'm getting that ball. I'm getting the Transformer. I'm getting the Transformer. There was another ball coming out too, wasn't it? Yeah, there was another ball coming out. Fuck ass ads. There's the Transformer.
34-year-old
was another
Derek
boy that was
Geschwender,
coming
regional
out.
product owner at Rich Products here in the
The
Buffalo
Vengeance,
area.
yeah. I'm gonna get those
High school
two.
Bowling team, Canisius College.
I'm gonna
then,
get the
now
Transformer and I'm gonna
University
get the Vengeance.
Bowler,
The
and
funny
won a
part
state
is that's probably gonna be my very
in high
first
school.
900
One
global
of his
ball. I never
proudest
had a
bowling
900 global
achievements.
ball ever in my entire life.
And as we mentioned, this is his
Never
second
once
appearance
had
here
a
on our
900
show
global.
after last year.
So
when
that's
we
gonna be
saw
my
him
very first
here.
one, and it's gonna be a very good one.
Yep, so that one he didn't get as much to the left as he did on the last one, which didn't come back, and this one bit up too early. So
I was gonna say I thought
he's got some
I thought he was
adjustments to
gonna
make on
miss
that
that.
right
Oh my
lane.
god.
234
See, I wish
average
Michigan
right
would
now
have some
in
shit
the
like
two
this.
leagues that he bowls
If
in
they could,
every
if
week.
Michigan could sit here and do something like this, I'd be hyped. I actually would be happy. I would have a reason
And
to
as you can see,
go bowling
and, as you can
and don't
clearly
have
hear,
to feel like I gotta
this
go
is
to
a
league and
raucous
shit.
crowd here to support their guys.
And then I could get the
Nice strike in
experience
the
of
seventh.
like bowling against certain
So on
people.
the left-hand side, it looks like it's better for the left-handers on the left lane.
Oh, that's the not Hyperdrive Pro. What the fuck? Phase 2 Pro. whatever.
Seventh frame now for Chris Weiler, trying to get his first double. We haven't had a double by anybody yet in this match.
Ooh.
And it's always nice when you can make things happen like that, speak them into existence.
And he takes the lead
That's
with
just
that
right
ball.
Ugh. I forgot what ball that was.
You know, I was thinking.
I was about to say that
again,
was
literally,
hypnotized.
Chris's
I
pro
don't think
shop
that's
is
hypnotized.
about 20 feet from where he stands right now. Like, if nothing is working, is it in the Beat the Champ rules that he runs into the pro shop and grabs something off the shelf and comes back with it? Can he do that?
As long as he gets back in time.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to drill it, but he could grab
Well,
it.
you know.
Ugh. Way too far
No,
right.
right now, I don't think he needs a different ball.
Oh, that came up a little light for him. That's
Yeah, it
still
would've-
going to be a challenging lane for the right-handers.
Would have been nice to have had the triple there for Chris.
No, we got a tight match here. 1 pin lead for Chris.
It is a radical, but I don't know what ball it is specifically.
Good spare. All right, so now headed to the 8th. This is the chance for one of these guys.
Oh,
And
my
right
shoulder.
off the bat, it would be Derek to try to take some control here. Again,
Right.
he hasn't had a double yet, but he's got a chance
Oh,
here.
shit. Damn, I don't even think we have bacon. That's tough. Ooh,
And,
that's
you know, I
tragic.
tried. I try to speak these things into existence.
It's a great
Darn
shot.
7 pins always get in the way.
I mean, he's been struggling on this lane to get to the pocket, so he finally got it there. And
The game was like,
Watch about a
fuck, nah,
quarter
you already
turn from the
lost.
7 pin.
yep, wrapped around.
Not maybe a little less than that.
Damn. On the edge with it.
All right, so Derek will slide over to the left lane now here for the 9th frame. Of course, he will then
Oh,
end this match, hoping that he has a chance to win it then. It's been a fun month here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. And again, we love coming here. It just has a great local bowling, local neighborhood
That's
kind of
gotta be
feel
it.
to it. And
I know.
everybody here is...
Uh-oh, here come the arms.
Oh, hands up. It's another dreaded 5-pin.
It's got to be our 5th 5-pin.
I think everybody's got their arms up now. Oh, Derek, and it's
I
not
got
like
mine
Derek
up
isn't
through-
going to be
going through the
back here.
screen. Let me stop.
He can't hide from everybody, so he better make this.
That's going to be a hefty bar tab if you don't make it.
Oh, pressure's on. Got it. So much fun. That is great. And that, again, that is part of what we're talking about, the camaraderie and the
Sure.
neighborhood feel that goes on here. Again, you're looking at the lanes, 10 of them, turn the other way and walk 10 paces and you're at the bar, right? And then another 10 and you're out in the street. It is the ultimate neighborhood joint, so much a part of the fabric of the tradition of what bowling centers meant in this city of Buffalo back in the day.
Right. In all honesty, the last bowling center that we've seen with
See,
this
I
sort of
think
vibe
with-
to it was
I think what it is
was
for him on
Volker's.
the other lane
Volker's
is
was
that
like
he just
a
has to
neighborhood
not
bar
do it like that.
and a bowling center kind of
See, it can
secondary
come back
to
on
it
that
in
lane.
a way.
Well, most of
But on
the
the other
I
one,
would assume
it's gonna
most of the bowling
struggle
centers
coming
like
back.
this
It didn't even
were,
come
were,
back. It didn't
were
even
then
come back
replaced
like
by
I
the
was
big
supposed to.
20, 30,
Though it
40,
looked like
the
it
corporate.
was.
out in the out
They
a
just
little
need
more
to,
on the highways
you know,
or in the
just try
suburbs
to
kind of
keep it
thing, like
less
these, you know, these little
outside
neighborhood
and more
places
inside.
fail to exist because people
As
gravitated towards
inside
the
as
bigger,
possible
nicer,
without
better
it just
places.
going out like that. There you
Chris
go.
needs a couple strikes here to win this,
Ah,
and he won't
bro.
get it there.
He had it.
Let me
He
tell
had
you,
it. I
that was-
told you. He just had to keep it more in and not let it go out too far, and not have it go out too far on the right lane. I mean, not the right lane, the left lane. And he had it right there, and the game was like, "Fuck no, nigga, catch this 10 pin." Like that's trash. Oh my god. AI generated pieces of shit, bro.
On that lane to make such a good shot. That lane is giving no
Ugh,
freebies.
look at that. Oh, Mark.
And it
Bam.
still isn't. I mean,
Still didn't
that was a
fall.
good shot.
That was
So
clean.
crucial for Chris to get this spare and get good count. But either way, Derek Geschwender is going to go to the 10th frame with a chance to win.
Yep, no matter what, Derek can double.
Ugh.
Oh,
He did
that
not
is-
want to do that.
No, that's a
Oh, man.
tough blow right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's about to lose.
So it's a 171 up on the scoreboard for Chris Weiler.
all he
He needs
needs
a mark,
is a
though.
strike.
He needs a mark. He has to make a spare.
Yeah.
All right, that's what Derek will need to move on to match number 2 against Andy Oshel. And the winner to try to knock off our 3-time champion, Mike Zarcone.
Yeah, it'd
Say
be
this
crazy.
has not been his good lane,
if
so
He were
fortunately
to
for him,
miss
he
this
left
spare
a
and they end up
fairly
tied.
easy spare.
Like, huh? Tied, right, nigga? That would be the first time I ever witnessed a tie and beat
Critical
I ain't
spare
gonna hold.
pickup right here. So all he needs to do is hit a couple pins here. Does Derek Geschwender to advance
pins.
on to our next match?
2 pins.
2 pins. Okay. How about 10 to clinch the win for Derek Geschwender, 180 to
Yeah.
171. Geschwender,
When the
Oshel,
spare is
match
the reason
2.
why you lose.
Next on Beat the Champ. Look at the big crowd here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. Everybody coming out to cheer on their friends and family and the folks that they bowl in their league with. And that's what we've got, league bowlers here. And it's match number 2. It's Andy Oshel versus Derek Geschwender coming off that narrow win over
right.
Chris
'Cause
Weiler.
the
So
PBA ain't start-
Derek
'cause
had
the
some
PBA shit
moments
ain't
in that
kicking off
first
till
match. See if he can put a few more of them
February, right?
together here.
Like televised. Oh my God! That
Oh,
was
I got a
lucky.
little lucky on that head pin.
Yes, he did.
Came
Yes,
from
he
the
did.
backside.
Hey, however they fall.
Here's Andy Oshel. He's 41 years old from Kenmore, New York, and a league bowler here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. But beyond that, pretty good bowler in this town as well, too. Has won some city tournaments throughout his career.
God damn. This is
First
the
appearance
miracle.
on our
Hey,
show
stop,
for
let me
Andy
stop.
Oshel.
I don't think that was a good indication of how he's playing him. That was almost like he was just trying to throw it as hard as he could, as straight as he could, and I just don't know if I think that's his approach. But he paid the price for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be an open in the first frame, but a lot of time to bounce back from that for Andy. 2 leagues a week for Andy Oshel. Been bowling since he was 4 years old. About 40 300 games and about 2,800 series with a high 840 for Andy Oshel. Winner of the Buffalo Kickoff Tournament a couple of years ago. So, again, far beyond just being a league bowler.
Damn,
And that
that
one
ball
went
ain't
stayed
moving, though.
straight, missed the pocket, and leaves him a couple of front pins.
Interesting.
I
So
think
he's
Mans
throwing
need
it
to do
so
some
hard the ball
adjustments.
has no opportunity to work.
Is that an
Exactly.
adrenaline-powered, you know?
Is he trying to do that power throw? Well, I wouldn't say it's like. I wouldn't say it's like Kevin McCoon. 'Cause Kevin McCoon, he throws balls that actually make moves, and despite throwing it hard as shit, fast as hell, they still make the reaction. So it's like, it looks like Kevin McCoon if you look at it, but the ball isn't having enough time to react. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good question, but that definitely he just fired it.
He
He's
got
got
that
some
spare
serious
shot
ball
though.
speed.
Yes, he does. He throws it hard. All right, now back to Derek.
There you go. Never mind.
Man, a little more finesse with the style as contrast to what we're seeing from Andy.
Yeah. It almost looks
They
slow
look
in
good.
comparison, though it's.
But then he came back. It
This
read
lane
too
he's
early.
got the struggle on. So the left-hander has a struggle on the right lane, and
Well,
the
no, it ain't read
right-hander has
too
a
early.
struggle on the
Fuck.
left lane because
It caught grip too early.
Yeah,
I
we're
meant to say.
talking about speed because it's probably the easiest thing to notice. But what's more important, speed or the rev rate that you talk about so much? And what are the differences
rate.
between having a lot of either of those?
All speed does is fire it through a break point, you know. So speed is good. I mean, too slow is bad because the ball is running out of energy because it only has so much energy. But if you throw it too hard, it never gets to use any of its energy. So you got to find that happy medium.
There was a good example of happy medium, right? So too slow is bad and too fast is bad.
Well, you know, he's not looking for the right. He's not looking for the right side of the pocket either. So that was not a good shot for him either. But
Yeah,
there's a
it
break
was
point on
pretty-
the
it was
lane where you
pretty
want
flipped.
your ball to make the turn, and
I don't know,
you know
I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
you're
do
trying
this
to get
one,
to, and
honestly.
you want the ball to turn so
Probably
that
just go get
it
into that
hits the
distance
pocket
shit.
and creates pin collision.
Yeah,
and
he's throwing
his
it
ball
way
isn't
too hard.
even-
He's
No,
throwing it too
it's
hard.
not
That's what it
turning
is.
at all.
Not at all.
So you're not gonna get any pin collision without any revolution. I mean, it's not that he doesn't have revolution. He's just throwing it so hard and straight.
So it right at that
It's going
pause
straight
is
back. You
where it
see that
should
ball's going
start
straight back?
hooking to the left.
Right.
Ouch.
Hey,
Damn.
And I think that sometimes when you throw too hard, that those things tend to happen a little bit too.
Now, I can tell you that Andy's a great bowler. But you go into a match like this, you kind of make a decision what your game plan is. And I don't know if he's not executing his game plan. There's a ball change right there, and that ball works a little bit. I think the ball that he chose to start with
Just wasn't cutting.
just he needed something softer to read the lane a little bit.
Yeah, it's what you're saying is incredibly informative, and I think it's very easy for people to see it as they watch each shot
Damn, 23.
to understand what it is that you mean.
He's 23
Either
pins
way, you want
ahead.
to enter the
Holy.
pocket with the ball rotating.
I've
and
seen worse though.
not-
I've seen
not
someone be
rotating end over
40
end. You want it to
plus
be rotating into the
ahead.
pocket.
Like, oh man.
So
To be fair though, both of them were struggling.
Oh, go down 6 pin.
that was a good shot right there. But this is the lane that he struggles on. So That was a pretty good shot. That's kind of what he's looking for right there. That could have went.
And it's a spare in the 4th frame for Derek Geschwender. So 2 strikes and 2
and I'm hungry,
spares.
so
Can't argue with any of that.
I'm probably
through
not
the
gonna
first
make
4
this the only
frames.
one I do.
Again, I think that the bowlers today all have the same thing. You don't have right and you don't have left. So it's how you look at it. You have to pick
You
your
better
target
have middle, huh?
and execute, and don't think about the minute you start getting those negative thoughts in your head. I can't get it right. I can't get it left. That's when.
Damn! The fuck?
Look how much that 7-pin leaned over. You could almost
That
see
motherfucker
all the
was
way
like, "Hold it,
underneath that
hold
pin,
it,
and
hold
it
it,
wouldn't
nigga,
drop.
hold it."
Watch the 7-pin.
Oh yeah, it got wrapped around, but it does. It has defied a little bit of gravity there.
10 pin is racist confirmed.
All right, so a spare in the 5th for Derek Geschwender, and now Andy Oshel with 2 opens and 2 spares. Got to find some striking here.
Hungry, dude.
Winner of this match takes on our defending champion, Mike Zarcone, who's going to try to become just the 2nd beat the champ bowler to sweep a month at a bowling center. There's your striking from Andy Oshel.
Yeah, I think his original plan of rockets to the pocket definitely didn't work. So now he's picked up something a little softer shell that reads the lanes.
Frontier High School, suburb of Buffalo, is where he bowled on the high school team. Canisius College is where he bowled in college for Andy Oshel.
Ooh. It hit the middle, but
Couldn't get the double. Still no doubles in this match. Only 1 double in our first match, and that was probably why actually it came from Chris Weiler, not Derek Geschwender. 6-frame spare for Andy Oshel takes us to a timeout. We'll come on back and finish off this one and see who's going to challenge Mike Zarcone. For his
Drive in the J. Scuddy South Plaza, conveniently located off of 390 in Henrietta.
Derek Geschwender gets set for his 6th frame here. Slightly in control at the moment, but an opportunity to take much more control.
Right. He's up 22. A double here would really put some pressure on Andy.
Ooh.
But anything can happen on this condition, that's for sure.
Oh! Talk about slow motion pin action, huh?
Slow roll.
Is it like, how long do we get to wait for that? Is it like golf?
Till the
you know,
rack
a certain
comes
amount of
down.
time? Till the rack comes
So
down.
the rack
Okay.
comes down. The pin, anything can knock anything down.
oh damn.
Saw that cut short too. He's
Yep.
got to watch cutting the ball short. Anything that happens before the rack comes down counts. But if the rack touches the pin, it's
Earthquake,
automatically out.
heavy wind, right? Any of that
Anything.
air conditioning kicking on, any of
Anything.
that qualifies? Okay,
Stomping
good.
your feet, that's one.
Stomping your feet. I love it. All right, well, unfortunately, he couldn't pick up that spare, so that winds up open in the 6th. And Derek strike in the 7th. No. Again, the 7-pin going to have to put some work in for the spare.
Wow, see how this is, even though it's only 10 frames in one game, I mean, the momentum can go back and forth. And one missed opportunity can change the whole thing. Because now Andy's right back in this game.
Yeah, even with the 2 opens. 7th frame for Andy Oshel, right back in this one after Derek Geschwinder's 6th frame open.
Ooh.
You have it listened, you type it in, and then you go digging.
And this seems to be one of these matches where who wants to win it?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to win
Yeah.
it? You will have the undying love of this overflow, loud crowd here at the Town Edge Bowling Center. So who wants it?
That's right. Nobody wants to face Mike Zarcone. What's going on?
Yeah, good to
Fortnite
see some of
card.
our past
Who
competitors
wants
over
it?
the last couple of weeks still here cheering on the bowlers. John McDowell, I see in the stands. Brendan Rolling was here as well,
Oof.
too. He still is.
Ah.
And
Even he
we
missed
just
it.
keep collecting open frames here, don't we?
See, you can't miss a 2-pin, and he knows it. He's too good of a bowler to not know that.
Once again, who wants
See, he
to
could have
win
threw.
it?
He probably could have threw that ball and actually got those. I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah, yep. It's not good enough.
3-6-10 on the right-hand side. Too much inside on that one.
Exactly. Good call.
Yeah, I'm learning. You're teaching me.
Ooh, and another.
And again, maybe too
open.
much power on that one. A
I
little more
think just the ball
finesse.
speed. The ball speed is over the top.
Little finesse might have gotten the other pin to go down. Eighth frame.
Ooh.
And that one was too much outside.
He's
Wow.
gonna win though.
Mike's sitting on the
because-
bench licking his chops right now.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's.
I mean, again, we
I hope
we
they're
know
not.
Mike
I hope they're
Zarcone-
not showing him nothing. And it's whoever it
yeah,
is
went
not
way
showing him
too far
anything.
right.
Yeah, he doesn't lack
way
for
too
any
far left.
confidence. We know that about Mike Zarcone, and you know, again, as Mike told us on the show last week, he doesn't really pay attention to what his opponents are doing. He bowls his own game. Doesn't mean he isn't watching to see what's happening here, and maybe to know what he's going up against.
Right. When you're competing against
Is that
somebody,
a
you'll notice a
IQ?
lot
I
often
need
if
to
someone's
give me a
watching a tour or
IQ.
something like that, you'll watch they'll put a camera on the opponent and they're looking down. They're not even looking because you don't want to know. You don't want it to mentally affect you if someone trips a clothesline or someone goes run away Brooklyn on you to go up in the match. You just don't want it to play in your mental state.
Boom. There you
And that
go.
was one of the best shots we've seen so far from Derek Geschwinder.
.29-pin lead for Derek.
Well, that's a pretty sizable lead with only 2 frames left for Andy Oshel. Probably the only way to break into that lead is a lot of strikes.
And he is not gonna get him. Oh yeah.
Not that.
That split is for sure just cooking him. He's not getting it.
Well, whatever he said, the gang heard and thought it was funny. And I
Well,
appreciate Andy being able to laugh about it.
as a bowler, and we've all been here, and this has happened to every one of us. It's really just a matter of ball reaction and having a plan and having that plan just not work. I mean,
Yeah.
he had 2
The
balls
earlier
and he had made up
game
his mind. If
cooked
one
him.
didn't work, he was going to use the other, and
And then
neither was really any better
his
than the
straight
other.
shot
So it's
is
3
just
straight
not
open
getting him
frames
well.
and 7, 8, 9 for Andy Oshel, who will finish things out here.
That was a good
And
shot.
there you go. That's his best of the day. There you go. Way to go, crowd. Way to go, Andy, for being a good sport as well. So it's going to be Derek Geschwinder, regardless of what happens for him in the 10th frame, that is going to advance on to our championship match. And he'll certainly have to up his level of play in order to knock off Mike Zarcone, and I think Derek certainly knows that. Now, again,
Oh my God, my stomach cramping so
again, as we
much.
talk about it, and I know you'll be the first one to tell me, what Mike Zarcone has to not let happen is think, oh, I'm bowling against somebody that isn't bowling real well.
Right.
This should be easy for me.
Right. Well, he won't. He won't. He's going to go out there and try to shoot 300. I mean, he's going to go out there and try to strike on every shot.
So our championship match, Geschwender versus Zarcone. It is next on Beat the Champ. You're watching Storm Beat the Champ, presented by Bowler Smart on YouTube.
Like and subscribe to our channel now. Don't miss any of the action.
From director Sam Raimi.
Mr. Preston?
You're unhappy about not getting the promotion?
Get tickets now.
Get tickets now.
Championship match, Derek Geschwender and Mike Zarcone to wrap up a month-long stay here at the Town Edge Bowling Center in West Seneca, New York. Mike Zarcone has won the first 3 championships. Can he make it 4 in a row?
Oh my God, this nigga's not playing these games.
He will take that.
In typical Mike Zarcone fashion, he will set the tone always.
Well, here's the thing about Mike Zarcone. He got 4 shots, 2 on each lane to start this match.
And a good match of the strike in the first for Geschwender.
And had to figure it out based on his ball reaction. And I was corrected, it was 8 shots. But still, he hasn't bowled on this all these guys. He's following these guys who have, been moving the pattern around.
Right.
And had to go out there and figure it out.
Well, yeah, and again, Derek has had the 2 matches previously to try to get a feel for what's going on, so there's a little advantage there. But again,
There you go.
we're talking about who can see things in 3 dimensions.
Nah, he ain't
of
playing these
bowling
games
oil
either.
patterns while he's
He
sitting
said,
at the
I'm
bar.
up against a nigga
You know?
that can kick my shit
This is a
in.
great shot right here. That's as good as he's thrown it all day.
Oh, God.
And again, we know Derek probably has a little bit of the crowd on his side here, being a league bowler with a lot of his buddies, friends, and family here. Mike's the big bad Mike Zarcone.
Damn.
Everybody knows who he is. It's
The right idea, though.
There's got to be a little bit of that. So
Game is
Mike
just
has
racist.
this is his 11th appearance on our Beat the Champ show. We're in season 2. That is more than anyone. He has won 10 of his 15 games. He has won 3 championships in a row, 5 overall. He won our first 2 championships in season 1 and the last 3 here. So only one other man has swept a month at a bowling center, and that was a couple of months ago when Sam DeWitt III did that at the ABC Gates Bowl in Rochester when we got our season started. Nobody else has done what Mike has the chance to do today. That spinning silver ball on the left side lane gets Mike his 2nd strike.
There you go. Yep.
Wow.
How about that for putting some pressure on Mike
How is
Zarcone?
that?
The host center for Storm Beat the Champ, presented by Bowler Smart, is the Town Edge Bowling Center. You can follow them on Facebook at Town Edge Bowling Bar and Grill. They're just one of our many great host centers. And if you want details on how to be a part of Beat the Champ, just stop in at any of our host centers. Head on up to that desk and say, hey, I want to be on the show. Can you help me? They can. And if you are, we might be seeing you on the lanes.
Ooh! Oh! Damn! I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting it to come back around like that. I'm like, oh shit, hold on. I gotta run that back. Hold up. I gotta run that shit back.
Mike
How is
Zarcone.
that?
I ain't.
The host center for
that
Storm
was
Beat
a
the
lucky
Champ,
one.
presented by
Holy.
Bowler Smart, is
It
the Town
rolled
Edge Bowling
around.
Center. You can follow them on Facebook
Hitting the edge.
at Town Edge Bowling
came
Bar
back and
Grill.
knocked it over.
They're just one of our many great host centers. And if you want details on how to be a part of Beat the Champ, just stop in at any of our host centers. Head on up to that desk and say, hey, I want to be on the show. Can you help me? They can. And if you are, we might be seeing you on the lanes.
Boom.
Yay!
That motherfucker
As you
came
said,
around
there's
like,
no
hey, I got
time
your buddy,
limit.
don't worry.
Maybe the noise vibration from the crowd got that one to go down.
The character development is
This
going
may be
insane.
the last ad you ever see. Because
Shut
of the free
your
ad block extension from Capital One
ass
Shopping.
Watch it.
I said stop. I said.
Look at that pin do almost
Yep.
a
Did you see?
360.
And it went down just before the rack started to come down.
That would be
Look at
crazy if it
Derek's
didn't
reaction.
touch. I'd be like,
That's
oh, that is
awesome.
actually tragic.
So again, here is where you might look at this match and say, oh, Mike Zarcone's a big favorite, but Derek
Oof.
has got some luck. He's got the crowd on his side.
does
He's got a
have
little
that.
bit of the experience of two other
That
matches.
right lane is a struggle
So
for
that
him.
evens all of this out. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I don't know that anybody does right now. And again, and then you get Mike Zarcone leaving the picket fence there, which is unusual.
God.
So,
This is the first time Mike's even.
been pushed.
Yep.
He has averaged about 220 or so through his 5 matches so far through the first 3 weeks here at the Town Edge Bowling Center, and that's a pretty good number because we've had a lot of sub 200 scores.
Damn.
Oh.
You know, and,
It might
and
not
you
be in
wanna
his favor
even
to
up the
win this
competition,
time.
Just let the 10 and the 7 pins know that.
And he went deep.
And again, there was a little glancing blow off the 10, and oh, there's the look from Mike. He can't
Yep.
believe it.
Well, he knows he's getting into a hole.
So now it's up to Derek to continue to put this kind of pressure on him. 4 to
Right.
open, 4 in a row. Kind of builds himself a little cushion, right? So now just be smart. More strikes would be great. Strikes and spares, build your cushion, don't give it up.
Damn.
I would
They
say
read too early.
Here's the advantage of having been bowling on these lanes for 2 games is really having an idea of the nuances of the pair, where Mike was really kind of coming in cold.
Just skirted by the 2. So,
Easy spare with the 7 out.
yep. So the 2 is the spare in the 5th frame for Derek Geschwender.
Okay. Up 30 pins going into the 6th frame.
Yeah, how about that? Trying to stay cool and calm. Maybe the heart's racing a little bit. Remember, the winner of this match will advance on to next week's show, which moves us to a different venue, the Tonawanda Bowling Center in Tonawanda, New York. There's another strike. We'll take a break. This one is shaping up as really fun and maybe a bit of an upset. We'll find out.
Yeah.
My stomach hurt. My stomach hurt.
So for the first time, Mike Zarcone is being pushed and pushed hard and finds himself in a bit of a hole right now as he gets
Oh, my
ready for the
stomach is
6th frame.
tweaking.
Sure is a 30 pin hole.
Yeah, his match against John McDowell 2 weeks ago. There you go.
There you
Wound
go.
up being 234 to 218. That one was close, but other than
That
that,
nigga
Mike
got a
Zarcone has
long way
not
home,
had
man.
a close match in having won the first 3 weeks here.
I was kind of wondering if he was going to stick with this ball, but he did. He just didn't open his up as much, so
57 years old from Tonawanda, New York, a Buffalo Bowling Hall of Famer. And
So what I'm getting from these lanes is that they are the way they look. As I see it, they are opposites from each other. So the right lane, you have to be more outside, and the left lane, you have to be more inside. That's just the way I see it.
considered by all one of the most accomplished and successful bowlers in Buffalo.
Which is why he's going deep, because then he can actually
And
be
pin
more inside
wobbles
without
and
trying to
won't
force
go
himself to
down.
be more inside without
yeah, he's been pushed
making
in
any
enough
like
where his
Foot
ball is
adjustments and
losing
shit.
just a little bit of energy coming in. If the break is not as strong coming into the pocket as it was, and it's just having a hard time kicking out that 10.
So that's the set. That's why we've seen that happen maybe 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, because he's pushed in pretty far on the lane, and he's opening up, and it's just running out of steam just a little bit.
All right, so again, with a nice sizable lead, Derek Geschwender just has to not do anything to reduce that.
Ooh.
Like that?
Nah,
Like
he's
that,
struggling
yeah.
too.
Like that.
Uncanny.
4, 6, 7, 10. What happened here?
6, 7.
It wasn't a bad shot. Just jumped up on him. That's where there's some subtleties out there on these patterns, and he just hit a spot.
Ooh.
Well, I was going to ask you what are the chances of making this, and I didn't even ask because
He might
that's
be on
the
par with him
absolute worst possible scenario for Derek here in the 7th frame. And once again, as we've talked about before, once you crack the door open for a great bowler like Mike Zarcone, it is rare that he does not push his way through, and the door is open.
Giving up those 2 pins is actually giving up 4 because he was on a strike. So it was in his best interest to get 2 pins on that.
All right, so it's
I'm not sure what he was thinking.
It's a good bounce back on the strike. But now let's.
Mike's still down 12, even if he strikes here. And, posting up that strike for Derek obviously maintains his position. But that was 7th was still a turning point in the game, the 7th frame.
Yeah, let's see if that killer instinct from Mike Zarcone
There you
takes
go.
over.
All right, well, that was bullshit.
Yeah, again, he's struggling for the first time since we've seen him over the last month.
Yeah, and you can see it. The ball's hitting really, really light.
And I see a little frustration, like he doesn't really know what's happening.
It's a 13-pin match. It's far from over.
Spares in 7 and 8 for Mike Zarcone. He'll slide over for the 9th frame, and of course, it's always Mike's strategy to want to be the guy who ends it, which is why he started it. Always thinking and thinking ahead.
Well, and also thinking that's been the tricky lane for him. That left lane has been tricky, so he wanted to not have to finish on it. But in fact, I think his reaction's been a little bit better on that lane.
And that's exactly what Mike wanted to do, was strike in the 9th to continue to put the pressure on Derek.
I actually think this lane has started to be his better lane.
All right, so
Man,
Derek
man.
Geschwender to the 9th frame.
Down
Strike
to
in
the
8th
wire.
Double would be huge here.
Huge.
They sure would be. Here you got it.
There it is. That might be the moment. Perfect. Just that visual of all of those pins collapsing backwards together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
10th frame.
Yoink. There you go. Ugh.
That's it.
That's a triple. What a bounce back from the open in the 7th. So strikes in the first 4, spare, strike, open in the 7th, and now 3 consecutive strikes in 8, 9, and 10. That's a pretty good scorecard.
No, that's missing. Yep.
That's enough.
And that will clinch it.
Open your world to fresh possibilities with Pacific Foods. More bold, bright flavors. More craveable creaminess. More.
And the upset happens. as Derek Geschwender is going to knock off Mike Zarcone and prevent him from being the second bowler to sweep a month on Beat the Champ. And that spare pickup posts up a 229 for Derek Geschwender. That is an impressive score. He had a 180 and a 200 in his first 2 matches to get here. Saves his best for last.
Yeah, that right lane ain't doing him
And
no
now Mike
justice.
Zarcone knows the fate. And
It's been a great day for Mike.
It's been a great day for Mike. He's won 3 in a row. He has looked great. He has been the one guy who has been able to figure out this very tricky lane situation, and he's done it incredibly well. 3 wins in a row, up to 5 wins overall now, 1 off of our current record holder of Sam DeWitt. And even though Mike's going to be disappointed about this match, nothing to be disappointed about at all. It's a 229 to 196 win. Derek Geschwender, your Beat the Champ winner.
That his last game, he was not playing.
Bowler's Mark.
He sure was sitting there like, hey, man, I got to get this dude. I got to get this dude. Gots to.
Plenty of options. Chamois, jerseys, balls, bags, and shoes. The highest.
2004. And by the Bowling Proprietors Association of Western New York. Stop in and enjoy our sport today. We have a new champion, and his name is Derek Geschwender with the win over Mike Zarcone. What impressed you the most about his ability to keep locked in on that match and wind up standing here next to us?
Well, certainly the atmosphere. And what really started out to be just a lot of fun, goofing around, got serious. And he was able to step up to the plate when it got serious. That was very impressive.
How much did the atmosphere and all your buddies and everybody here that you bowl with the Town Edge help carry you to that championship?
I mean, it means a lot. Like, I have my family here, all the people that work here that support me. It's great. The atmosphere here is bar none every time we come here, so it's great. Couldn't ask for a better atmosphere here, for sure.
There you go, and that's worth the applause. So you know you're bowling Mike Zarcone. You know he's one of the best guys in town. You're bowling great, and then that 7th frame happens. How do you fight not letting the demons come in there and take over?
Yeah, you just got to block it out. You know, it's just one shot, so it's always next shot mentality, right? That's in the past. Whatever happened then is that, and we got 5 more frames to fill, so you know, I got to make those better shots to finish it out.
How proud are you of your ability to come right back with a whole bunch of strikes after that?
You know, really proud of it. You know, sometimes you can get in your own headaches in the bowling world, so being able to be mentally tough and pushing through that, you know, it means a lot to me. And to get this win, especially after last year losing by 1, you know, that starts shifting into your mind. So, you know, getting the win is huge for me.
All right, so you get the win, you knock off Mike Zarcone, and you get to come back next week, but you have to do it at another center. So tell me what you're early thinking about now of moving the traveling Geschwender Roadshow up to Tonawanda.
You know, not too worried about it. Obviously not as great of an atmosphere in the support system I have here, but, you know, I bowl a travel league on Saturday, so we're going from alley to alley. So it's not like it's a mysterious area to me. I've been there before, so it should be okay.
I don't know. Tonawanda can be a little mysterious.
I don't know. They could just get a van, put everybody here in it, and take it down the 290.
I like it. So we don't know what kind of crowd. It'll be a good one when we see you next week at the Tonawanda Bowling Center right here on Storm Beat the Champ, presented by Bowl.
Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go so I can go eat and go slave on this game and also edit this video. So, I'll get y'all later.